Hey guys, I'm Sean Calloway and I'm the Product Development Manager here at Anzo USA. And today we're going to be installing some headlights on our 14 and up 4Runner. So they're available as shown here in black and chrome. So if we take a little bit closer look, you know, the chrome one has a shell. We have the styling, which will light up white. We have a low beam and a high beam. Over here we have the turn signal and reflector. And on the back side, we have mounting tabs, a beam adjuster. This is your access for your low beam, your high beam bulb, as well as your running light connector here. Tools needed for this are going to be a flathead screwdriver, a Phillips screwdriver, a 3/8 ratchet, a 3/8 long extension, and a 10mm. Okay, so now we're ready to get the headlights out of the vehicle. So there's a couple things we have to do first. Is we got to remove this top core support cover, and then by removing 13 of these pins. And then what we're going to do is we're going to release this front end. We're not going to pull it all the way off. We're just going to tilt it forward. That way we can get the headlights in and out. That's the easiest way to not damaging anything. So in order to remove this top cover, we have 13 of these pins, and you can take your pry bar, and if you just take the edge of it and you push down, that'll push the center of it down, and then you can just pop these up like this and pull these right out. Okay, so we've got the core support off, and the next thing to do is there's going to be 6 more push tabs, and you can use a flathead because they're behind the grill here. So you have one on either edge here, and then you have directly down right here across the core support crossbar is you have 4 of them, as well as a 10mm bolt right here holding the top of the grill in. Lastly, in order to get this to move forward, what we're going to do is we're going to remove 3 10mm bolts here on the side of the wheel well. So let's get started. So we'll just take our flathead screwdriver, pop these up, just like that. Okay, so now we've released all our hardware along the top and along the side. Now all we have to do is grab right here on the side and pull it out, and it will release that just gently. Follow it all the way around, and then up here you'll see that the top part of the shell wants to separate. So if you just grab it right here by the crossbar, it'll drop this just enough to where we can access this 10mm bolt, and then the rest are on the top in order to get the headlight out. Okay, so this is all pulled forward. As you can see, we have full access to it. Now what we're going to do is we have 4 bolts, all 10mm, that we need to remove. It's one right down here, one here. Now for this top fender one, you just pick this up and move it to the side, and then that's the 3rd one, and then we have this one here on the side. Okay, so we've got our 4 bolts removed, and now all we have to do is pull this forward, make sure there's a little bit of room, and lift these tabs just like that. It'll come out. Now we just reach back here and go ahead and disconnect. We'll pull this out of the vehicle, and we're good. Okay, so before we can get the new headlights in, what we need to do is we need to transfer this bracket on the bottom so the bumper can reattach to this headlight. So for all that, all we're going to need is this Phillips screwdriver, and there's 2 Phillips screws right here on the back side. You can take a look at that. Just unscrew those. There's 1 and 2. Put that off to the side. Now, all we do is line this back up over here. Same way we took it off. Okay, so now we've got the bottom bracket on and we can install this into the vehicle. It's very easy. All we got to do is install it the same way we took it out and everything will go pretty quickly. So we've got the whole front end back together with the headlights in. The last thing we're going to need to do is adjust the headlights. So there's an opening here in the core support cover. You'll just take your Phillips screwdriver, go ahead and line that right up with the adjuster, and you can spin this left or right depending on whether you need them to come up or down. Your typical range is 25 feet, 20 to 25 feet away from a wall on a level surface, and you're going to adjust the beams to where they're about 2.5 to 3 feet up on the wall depending on how you need them. The best way is to mark out your OEMs and then adjust them right back to that level. But let's go ahead and check out what the functions look like and enjoy.